I remember the sound of the garage door closing that night. Metal on concrete. Final. My son stood there with a blanket too thin for winter, eyes trained on the floor like he was trying not to exist. They said it was temporary. They always did. That was year 7. By year 12, cruelty had become routine, weaponized, efficient. At family dinners, plates moved around him like he was a stain on the tablecloth. If food ran out, it ran out on him. If beds were full, the garage was practical. They laughed when they said it. My wife laughed too. Not loud, worse. Quiet approval. I learned the cost of silence early. I paid it in pieces of my son. The night I finally spoke up, my father-in-law leaned back in his chair, smug and bored. "He's not really ours," he said. "You brought him into this." My wife didn't look at me. She looked at them. That's when I understood the hierarchy. Blood over vows, appearances over children, comfort over conscience. I filed for divorce 3 weeks later. The custody battle was surgical. I documented everything. Photos of the garage mattress, text messages about not wasting food, voicemails mocking his grades, his clothes, his existence. I didn't argue. I let evidence do the talking. When the judge granted me full custody, my wife cried. Not for my son, for the loss of control. We left with 2 suitcases and a promise I made, out loud, so he could hear it. No one gets to treat you like that again. He nodded. He didn't smile. He didn't trust promises yet. That came later. We started small. A folding table, 2 laptops bought second-hand. He had a mind that saw patterns where others saw noise. I taught him discipline. He taught me speed. We built at night, slept in shifts, failed quietly, learned loudly. While my ex-wife's family posted vacations and engagement photos, we built code that solved a problem no one wanted to admit they had. While they mocked from a distance, Garage Boy playing tech, we signed our first client, then our 10th, then our 100th. I incorporated the company with him listed as co-founder the day he turned 18. I watched his hands shake when he signed. Not fear, ownership. 12 years of being told he was nothing does that. You don't crave applause, you crave proof. The offer came on a Tuesday, $47 million. Cash, clean, fast. I didn't celebrate. I watched my son read the terms twice, 3 times. He looked up at me and smiled. Not wide, not loud, grounded. We closed on Friday. The following Thursday, the gate buzzer rang. I already knew who it was. Success has a smell. Leeches find it. They stood there as a unit. My ex-wife, her parents, 2 cousins who once called my son bad luck. They dressed well, smiles rehearsed, eyes hungry. "We are family," my ex-wife said, voice syrupy. "We deserve a share." I didn't answer. My son stepped forward. For a moment, no one spoke. The power had shifted so completely they didn't recognize the room anymore. My ex-wife tried again. "You wouldn't even be here without us." My son looked at her. Really looked. The woman who never brought him a plate. The mother who chose comfort over courage. He said 6 words. "You taught me who not to be." Silence detonated. Her mother gasped like she'd been struck. Her father's face collapsed inward, the arrogance finally starving without an audience. My ex-wife opened her mouth. Nothing came out. They cried. Real tears. The kind that come when leverage dies. They left without shaking the gate again. An hour later, I sat in my office while our legal counsel confirmed what I already knew. Airtight protections, 0 claims, no shared assets, no inheritance hooks, no emotional footholds disguised as rights. I poured 2 glasses of water. No champagne. We don't celebrate survival like luck. My son sat across from me, calm, centered, dangerous in the quiet way. "I didn't say it for revenge," he said. "I know," I replied. "You said it for truth." That night, I thought about the garage, the mattress, the cold. I thought about how betrayal doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers until you believe it. I also thought about the math. 12 years of neglect, 5 years of building, 1 sentence to end it. Justice doesn't always look like punishment. Sometimes it looks like irrelevance. They still talk about us, I'm sure, about what they lost, about what they were owed. They never mention his name. That's fine. The world knows it now.